We are good to go back. Oh yeah, good to go back. She are good. Oh yes, let's see our network is pretty good back now. And where do we stop? Yes, still at overcome. So everyone else is like, hold on. Wow, was a very present time. What the name of God. Guys, do remember to subscribe. Yes, that is really important. Subscribe, like, share, on the notification bell. It's really important you do on the notification bell because of stuff like that, and you do know the reason, so it will get yes, I'm live. So immediately we are all gather yes for the power of the Lord. So yes, so I was saying about us to keep going. Yes, hi everyone. So in this next section, we are going to round up the topic of keep going. So that's the topic. So we are going to round it up. We did the first session, and we have really talked a long way. But I think by now we have covered up the topic, but there's still some finishing. Yes, just like when you polish your shoes, you still have to yes, shine it. So yes, we also have to shine everything. So yes, just like how the Bible said, arise and shine, for the glory of the Lord. It has risen on who? On me and you. So yes, keep going. So we talk in the first session. So let's just do a quick summary of some people who joined. We talk about two parties, two different people who are actually going and working in the wrong way, or who are not going and who need to go. So life is dynamic. Yes. Topic is keep going, and just have to type everything there. Yes, hello to you to hustle. So wherever platform. So yes, okay, that's the topic right there. And yes, everyone to please like the live. So yes, just to like this live. Okay, so I pinned the topic up for us. So it's been pinned. Yes, it's been pinned. So now let's move. So yes, as we said earlier, I use the mirror for those of you who are not a fan of football. Yes, let's just pardon that for this very life. So it's just for us to get the main point about us keep going. So yes, for us now, we to get somewhere. So even in all these difficulties, the season, the time, faith is really important. It gives strength. So the problem is that there's a problem here again that we need to look out. So you do have faith, but your faith sometimes can be challenged. So when your faith is being challenged, so it seems that yes, I've do heard people say faith gives strength, but where is the faith? So for you to not be in that state of confusion or stuff like that, and this, so you really need to do understand God. So your faith needs to be really be rooted in Him. Not only need to work out your faith. So I said something, um, not this last, the previous life, not the one yesterday. Is it Friday or Thursday? I said something about this man that Jesus said his faith is beautiful, and I really confirmed it. First of all, he worked out his faith. I think we all know this. If you watch it in the Choosing movie, there's the Choosing is a movie about Jesus' disciples. So, but well, to cut short story, let me tell you guys about it. So, this very man came to Jesus, and what did he did to Jesus? I think I will even read the Bible. So we do even but after me narrating it, we should read it in the Bible. It's a story, so we do get it. So And he tell Jesus that, yes, I command my servant to what? To go there and there. And they do as what I said. And he tell Jesus, okay, yes, you do the same thing for me. Speak your word here. There's no need of you coming. Speak your word, and I go and I found my child healed. So this is my narration, not exactly how it's being said in the Bible. So that is what they call you working out your faith. So this man actually work out his faith. So that's why I said it is not only about you hearing the faith, it is you working your faith. Because if someone said this is Jesus, etc., etc., tell him to come to your house, these and these, when he come to your house, he will heal your son. But he didn't have that mindset. He will create his own faith. He was like, am I going to do what you said? I will tell him to come to my house. Okay, let me try him to command, to speak his word, and let me test. So that is what I mean by you working out your faith. So, as a believer, you do need to work out your faith. So, if you don't know, I believe today is your day to know. So, I think so. Today is your day to know about that. So, working on your faith. Also, the woman that have issue with blood, also, her faith is beautiful. She work out her faith. How did she work out her faith? Only by touching the garment. So what I mean is that all of us coming to Jesus, we all have faith, but you need to work your faith individually with Christ, with Jesus. The same way your pastor has his way how you work his faith out with God. The woman just believed in touching his garment. She didn't even believe in Jesus talking to her or Jesus healing. She just believed that let me just hold his garment. That is all I need, and I'm okay. So she walked out her faith. So that is one thing about us walking in Christ. So you see that several times in the Bible you hear that Jesus said, wow, your faith is beautiful. I have not seen such faith like this in it and stuff like that. So that is the act of faith and working faith. Yes, that's how to work in faith. So, okay, I think I should read the Bible from the screen. So, just do read the Bible first. Yeah. Okay. Why is Bible slow open it here? But when my Bible is not even closer to me. Next time you should be closer to me. Right? Just your faith is beautiful. So shout, please. Let's all wait as we do get the Bible to man. So your faith is mm, mm, mm. Oh Jesus, Jesus, who fighting to bear me. So that I think is really, really good. My heart is open to history, and it's really too important. We do know history, and also when you know history, try and do some investigation about it also. So those things are really, really good for one. So today's Bible verse, which is exactly starts from Matthew, which starts from Matthew 8. So you just read from Matthew 8. Oh, is there a Bible? Let's see if this Bible verse will work. Oh, is the EJ is live. How are you? I am good. This so let's read from here. Is this Is there no Bible verse on laptop online? Okay, so just get the old story. Where should we start from? Mm, just start from here. So, the story about the man I said that work out is faith. So, this Bible verse will help you understand what I mean by you exercising your faith, you working out your faith. This man has heard about Jesus, but he didn't go the same way he has heard about Jesus. All this time, he has been hearing that Jesus lay hand, people are healed, but he worked out his own faith. He worked out his own belief that this is, I have faith. If I said this, it will work for me. So what did he say? Just read the Bible together. He said, when Jesus had entered Capernaum, a centurion came to him, asking for help. So this is how the Bible puts it. But watching it, the Tuesday, they put it like Peter. Um, what is it? It was, what do they call? It was like in a good position in the town. Whose town is it? How have I forgotten the movie I just watched? So to cut short story, so Peter came. That's how they put it in the church. And when Peter came in and stuff like that and blah blah blah, Peter linked him up with Christ. And from there, but now the Bible is saying that he came asking for help. Well, they didn't put the whole thing either is Peter, and we have to do remember this is a movie. Sometimes a movie, even though they are acting um a real story, sometimes those two have to do some little bit of fiction, irony, and stuff like that. So if you are into movie, you do understand that and so on. So and he said, and Lord, he said, my servant lie at home paralyzed. So you know, first of all, when I watched that movie, it gave me a lot of thoughts that why did he just, as in you have one opportunity, imagine you having one opportunity and saying, master, just speak. Why can't you say, Jesus, come to my house? Well, he just tell him to speak. So I just believe he has like he really work out his faith. It's just like you saying, putting whole hand on decks that this man, I'm going to put all hand decks on you and see what's going to happen. Paralyzed and suffering, and the Bible goes on by saying suffering terribly. And Jesus said to him, shall I come and heal him? You get what I'm trying to say? Those times Jesus goes to people and get heal. You get what I'm trying to say? Even Jesus have to ask him that, shall I come and heal him? But him is different. It's just like those who actually um, we are talking about university, who do masters or maybe BLC mathematics and etc. You guys some days will create formula, either you will have formulas for maths to solve and stuff like that. So this man just recreate his whole faith formula. Jesus asking, shall I come? Because that is a formula like Jesus come and he created his own formula, and he replied, he said, Lord, I do not deserve. First of all, he first like talk down himself that I do not deserve to have you come under my roof. Well, sometimes should we say him looking down like looking down on himself. Should we say he pay him off? And that's verse 8. So at that verse 8, he looked down on himself that, well, there is sometimes the devil sometimes think they are really trying to get you down, but they don't know actually that the Bible said that all things work together for good to them that love God. Well, actually, as I said earlier about the things that the devil think they are doing, the mindset, actually what your mindset is telling you, it is not God. It's the devil that was saying you are you don't deserve it, you are unworthy. But God never said you don't deserve it. But your mindset is full of lies. So that is why we need Jesus, we need His power, we need the Holy Spirit, we need Him in our life, and so on and so forth. But now the devil thought he was trying to make this man feel bad. Don't tell him to come. But the devil don't know that God is the Alpha and the Omega. So no matter what the devil tried to do, because it is written in the Bible, it said, I all things, it can work everything together for good. So further on, he now said, but just say the word. Hmm. So this is a test. I think back then, if the devil knows that Jesus can say a word and that man's son will be healed, I don't think we would have told that man to say that to Jesus. We would have told the man that just tell him to come, 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 come to my house and heal your child. But devil doesn't know. Those time even devil was like doubting Jesus and so forth. Come on, no, no, and stuff like that. But from there, I will say, but and Jesus now say the word and my servant. So from now, so we read further and it said, but just say the word, and my servant will be healed. For I am a man under authority, with soldiers under me. I tell this one to go, and it goes, and that one to come, and he comes. So he's trying to narrate to Jesus about how power works, that yes, they obey my voice and stuff like that. I was trying to explain to Jesus. Even Jesus does, he has the power to call an angel, and so you don't need to explain that to Jesus. So the devil was playing games with Jesus when Jesus was on earth, but he doesn't know that he's the King of Kings and the Lord of Lords. So let's read the Bible on. And the next thing, what did he say? He said, okay, that said, and I tell this one to go, and it does, and that one come, and he comes. I say to my servant, do this, and he does it. So when Jesus heard this, so he was amazed and said to those following him. So this is how this Bible put it. Um, NIV. What is NIV? I've forgotten the full meaning, but I'm used with King James version. So NIV put it that when Jesus heard this, he was amazed and said to those following him. To those following, what's the meaning of those following him? So Bible with different ways of interpreting the word. So I love King James, but this is what we have to read. Sorry, guys. So truly, I tell you, I have not found anyone in Israel with such great faith. So I believe when the devil hear, what is this man saying? How will you be saying this man have faith? So actually, they were trying to test God of ability, that can he speak a word and someone be ill. So they never knew that is was the true Messiah. And very soon Christ is coming again. So that's the truth. And further on to the word of Jesus, he said, I say to you that many will come from the east and the west, and will take their place at the feast with Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob in the kingdom of heaven. But the subject of the kingdom will be thrown outside into the darkness, where there will be weeping and grinding of teeth. So, further on, Jesus was preaching about the kingdom, was preaching about the kingdom, yes, especially that the kingdom. So then Jesus said to this very man, and what did he say to him? He said, go and let it be done just as you believe. So very simple, just as you believe. So this man doesn't know, he just work out a huge equation, he just solve a formula. That's just it. The first person, I don't know, to be, I've not really do my findings to say to Jesus, I think it's the first, but what about God? To Jesus in the New Testament, I think he's the first person to say Jesus to speak to and to speak, not telling Jesus to come for the very miracle. I think it's the first person. So that is why they said there is no distance in the spiritual realm, and which is true, guys. So, guys, so I think by now about the issue of us to keep going. So there's times when we stop, and there are times we do need to go. We use Dembele as um first example in the first section like we did, and now this is the second one again. We read the story about this man. So we just have to be open-minded about our situation and get some points from left, right, and so forth. Next time we do get some amazing topics and things to use. So for those of you who think, why did I use football as example and stuff like that? Sorry, maybe next time I'll do uh, catch up with other sports, so I can do take some points from there also. But for now, yes, football. Yeah, that's it. So sorry about that. So yes, thanks for all of you who have come, who have been with me with the network up and down and so forth. So yes, and do so. There's a very important thing you do need to do, and not to forget to subscribe. Guys, it's very important. Let's push this very community up. Let's take it as far as possible. We could do it with you and I. Yes, we could take this far, far, far. And to those of you who have subscribed, and yes, really appreciate you all. And yes, for this very work we are on too. So yes, keep seeing you guys more and more, and you guys keep staying blessed wherever you are, wherever you're watching from, in every country you are. Peace to the very location you are, and more grace to you also. And I also, yes, I will be going that. So guys, this is actually the end. Keep going. So yes, we talk about two possible party. So don't forget, when we talk about keep going, I'm not talking about maybe you have stopped. I'm talking about two people who need to keep going. Those who are going in the wrong way, and those who are not going again. So yes, when you hear me this very life, keep going. Yes, you are going, but are you going in the right way? Second, you stop, but you need to go. So we have said everything able for us to achieve that, and for us to keep going in the right way. So the very thing we don't need to forget about we using Dembele is that Dembele was so poor at Barcelona, but keep going was a big result in his life in this present time we are